is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Obviously things are a little bit different. I don't have makeup on. It's because I just got up and it's time for me to make my breakfast. Why so serious? Anyway, this series is called Less is More. And this was an idea that Jessica had, and she asked me to come along and do this because I've been through the journey of losing weight, and well, life got ahead of me and I gained about 20 pounds. I do not weigh myself, so I'm only guessing about 20 pounds, maybe 25. So I am going back on track with Jessica. So today we're going to talk about breakfast and lunch ideas. And this is simply what I do, and that is protein shakes. I like the Optimum Nutrition Protein Energy in Mocha Cappuccino. I also have one in chocolate and cinnamon bun. Those are my top three. I like them all. They have a vanilla one too on bodybuilding.com. And yeah, this is about $18.94, I want to say, but there's always codes that you can get if you sign up and you watch your email. You get 10% off, or at least you used to. So yeah, I do end up using this. I've been using these for a really long time, and then I did switch, and again, life. So what I do recommend too, but I only recommend once a day, I would say probably your hungriest time or the biggest gap between food is this. It is Hydra 6 protein, and this one isn't Cookie Chaos. It is the only one that I have tried that is good and tastes like cookies and cream. It's delicious. I recommend unsweetened vanilla almond milk with it. This just makes it that much better, and it is just so good. Now, if you go ahead and you look at the nutrition facts, one heaping scoop, 36.5 grams. That's really, really, really important to know because it says calories 150. Now, you don't have to go by that, but I do recommend you weighing it for your needs. I wouldn't go more than 36 and a half, but if you want to say go down to 100 calories or close to it, certainly figure out the grams that you would need for yours. Just like this is 30 grams for 100 calories. One scoop is 15 grams, and that's 50 calories. So yeah, those are what I recommend. I've tried a lot of protein powders, and these just tend to be the best. And I like coffee. If you've been following me a while, you know, coffee. I don't normally like to drink mocha cappuccino 2 times a day because with that and coffee I get the jitters. So normally I'll switch to this and chocolate. I insist that chocolate has less caffeine because it doesn't give me the jitters. So that is a possibility. I don't know if that's just my mind, but you know how that goes. Now this does have artificial sweetener in it, so if you guys are allergic to that, or if you have reactions to that, I certainly wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, the last ingredient is sucralose, and honestly, I never looked at this. This also has sucralose in it. Now, about this right here, for you to stay fuller, this is halfway, half casein protein. Casein protein is what you would find in cheese, cottage cheese, eggs, things like that. Things that do keep you full. I don't recommend this twice a day. I find that if you drink this twice a day, you get some cramps. Seriously. I know I can't drink it twice a day. I have on those days that I was really hungry, and just now my stomach hurts so bad for the rest of the day. So I certainly only recommend it for your hungriest point of the day. Now there are some people that go ahead and just use this as a snack. There's people that use it only to replace one meal. I simply replace it with my breakfast and my lunch. But you have to be ready for it. That's the thing. If you aren't ready for it, if you like to chew your food by all means. If that is what works for you. I chewed my food for a long time too, for breakfast and lunch. But I noticed that I was spending a lot of money on breakfast and lunch. I didn't want to sit there and plan out breakfast, lunch, and dinners. And breakfast was fine, but lunch I was finding that to meet my calorie needs of 1,200 calories a day, my lunch wasn't very satisfying to me. So that's why I went to protein shakes. I started with fruit smoothies, and then I went to this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you ways that you could go ahead and make this at home without it being lumpy. Now, I do not add milk to this. This is the only one that I have found that I don't need milk. Sure, almond milk is good with it. Whenever I say milk, I mean almond milk. Almond milk is really good with this. It does make it better. However, water, it tastes just fine. It tastes really good, and you don't have the extra calories. So it is entirely up to you what you decide to do. Now, I am going to go ahead and show you a clip of how I make this with my Ninja blender. But before you see that, I want to explain to you about blender bottles. This one right here, and it'll just say blender bottle on it. You have your lid. You know, I have so many lids. I don't even know if this one matches, but you know, whatever, it works. These are amazing. They are pricey, but I'm telling you, they're great. There are even ones that are smaller, and they're stackables. And so you could go ahead and they've got things that you could go ahead and put your protein powder in and just screw on the bottom. So, I mean, again, it's like $10, I think, at Walmart. So I highly recommend any type of blender bottle that fits your lifestyle. And then, of course, it comes with one of these little fun little metal ball things. And you think that these aren't important? They're important. You lose this, you gotta go out and get another blender bottle just to get one of these, right? So what you do is you go ahead and you put your protein, you weigh out your protein powder, and then you fill this up with water and ice and whatever else you need, and then you go ahead and you screw it to the top and you shake it up. And you shake it up until you like the consistency of it. Sometimes it'll take a minute, sometimes it won't. The only negative thing that I have to say about the Protein Energy, every other flavor is just fine. All of them taste wonderful. However, if you get the cinnamon bun one, which tastes amazing, the cinnamon, as you're drinking it, it actually falls to the bottom. So while you're drinking it, you have to actually shake it up some more. So, I mean, it's good and it's worth it, but for every day, I ain't got that kind of time. I do. But, you know, that's just me. So, I hope this helped, and here is the clip of me using my Ninja blender, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. See that? 30 grams. That's what we're going for with this one right here. Whoops, with the mocha cappuccino. Make sure your scale is at 0. Take a scoop. They say 2 scoops, but you want to make sure in order to get to 100 calories that it is exactly 30 grams. 13. This is the fun part. 27. And 30. You see that? So we have 30 grams right there. Hopefully you could see that. I apologize for the lighting. And now we are going to fill this up with ice. I would say you want about that much ice right there. And then as you can see, there is a max fill line, but I always like to go a little bit below that because with the ice and everything, you'll see what I mean whenever I use the Ninja. So what you want to do is you want to take this right here, this blade, obviously that comes with the Ninja. You screw that on top. So this is my Ninja right here. I absolutely love it. This is the professional 1500 watts, and this was the full kitchen thing, and I highly recommend it. This is one of those things that I will always have, even if it goes bad, including the George Foreman grill. Yeah. So what you do is you turn this upside down, and then you wait until you hear it snap, then you power it on. You'll know that it's okay whenever it doesn't blink, and all you have to do is hit this right here, which is single serve. There's going to be some noise, so I will be sure to go ahead and mute it out.
I've been holding on for so long, I can't remember why. The fire's gone, I'm all burnt out, the embers have gone dry. I don't need your...
So, see, sometimes that happens. I put too much water in it, and so it kind of just gets everywhere. It happens. You kind of have to just test it. I probably put too much water. That's why I said you always have to go below the max fill line. But if you see that, that is a delicious mocha cappuccino by Optimum Nutrition, the protein energy, which is my favorite. And now I'm going to go ahead and clean this mess up. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful, healthy day. Bye.